Welcome. We are in the same city at the same time. We're usually in boxes in New York, New Jersey on one end, and
In
Georgia on the
Georgia.
other, but we are in Georgia. So excited. So happy Marketing Monday. I'm so excited to have my fantastic event partner, Athenia Rodney, here on this call today. We're just so excited to be partnering and doing all these great things together. I'm Debra Dixon-Anderson from Light of Gold PR.
And I'm Athenia Rodney, CEO and founder of Juneteenth NY and Emoji Events.
Yes, yes, yes. So we are super excited, number one, to be partnering
Yes.
because we've been strategizing. And, don't you feel like that's almost the order of the day is to really be strategic and have great partners?
I agree. When you have, first of all, creating a plan is always something that I encourage people to do whenever they're doing anything. My son, I don't know, people who have been following me, is trying to start his own business totally out of the blue.
How old is he?
He is 9
Oh my
years
gosh.
old.
9-year old
And
starting his own business. I
yes,
love it.
he's been coming to me with, he came with a business plan already written out. He wrote down his goal, how much he wanted to make. He wrote down what he planned to do. He talked about staff. He talked about how much the staff would get paid. I'm like,
That's amazing.
contracts for the
I'm
staff and everything.
amazed. I'm
Like,
amazed at
so
that.
planning
That is
out
amazing.
is definitely what you need to do. So I'm glad
Yeah.
that my son has, I guess, seen it in action
Yeah,
and
he's
is
seen it with his
now
mama. Trust me. Trust
working to
me.
do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. So it's so important to plan. And that's what Athenia and I, as we work together, we are very strategic and we're very consistent about showing up for meetings. When we are meeting about something, it's like you have to have an ongoing date, that you're meeting every single week.
Yeah,
And that's what we've been doing to plan all of these fantastic events that we want you to participate
most
in.
definitely.
So we got our Kwanzaa event coming up on Friday, December
Yes,
29th.
I'm so excited, and it's
Yay!
happening so seamlessly. Like I feel like
Yes,
God is definitely in the plans
he
and making
is.
it
He
happen.
is. He
From the
is.
inception with how we came to talk about it,
He
which is
is.
basically Juneteenth. We've been doing Kwanzaa event every year, and it's basically been virtual. And
Mm-hmm.
so this year, Deborah was like, "Well, how about we try to do something in person?
Yes.
Let's bring the vendors. Let's partner in the community, and
Mm-hmm.
community partners are coming out of the woodworks and looking to support and help from
Yeah.
the bank that we
Yes.
are going to
Chase
be
Bank.
at. So we're
55
excited
West 125th Street. So this
about
event
that.
is going to be in the heart of Harlem. So we
Yes.
are super excited about that. They're on board, they're supporting us, and they're helping us cross promote this event.
Mm-hmm.
So we hope you'll join us because we'll be there on Friday, December 29th. It's going to be from 10:30 to 6:30. So it's going to be
Yes.
a really busy day, and we're
Yes.
super excited. So we have what do we have going on at the event? We have the business showcase where we're going to
Yes.
have all of these great topics about how to start a business.
Yeah, and really trying to encourage people those who have started a business already, to make sure that they are doing so the right way. And what I mean by the right way is, especially during the pandemic, right? A lot
Yes.
of people
Yes.
were trying to get funds from the government and they weren't able to receive them because they were not set up properly in systems. So they didn't have EIN numbers, they didn't have bank accounts, they couldn't show
Yes.
a number of things that a business, a operating business,
Mm-hmm.
needs to show in order to be able to be fruitful,
Yes.
in corporation eyes. So we
Mm-hmm.
want to encourage our people, our family, our community to level up. Like I'm
Yeah.
always talking about, how are we leveling
Yes.
up? Like what are we
Yes.
doing
What
so
are we
that we
doing?
can make
Yeah.
sure that we are taking our businesses to the next level. So we're going to be talking about that, what that looks like,
Mm-hmm.
and answering any questions that people
Yeah.
have about that.
Yeah. How do you market? How do you have balance
Hmm.
when work life balance is really important.
It
So
is.
making sure you have that as you run your businesses. I think as entrepreneurs, we're like always on our hustle,
Yeah.
right? But you know what? You can't stay on your hustle if you have health issues, if you have mental health issues.
Yeah,
I mean, just
because
not
that's
having
real.
that
That's very real.
balance and not incorporating wellness. I'm a big, big, big advocate for wellness, being a breast cancer survivor. So that's going to be one of our topics.
Yeah,
You know, how do you incorporate balance into running a
yeah,
business and running businesses, right?
yes.
It's not even always one.
Monolithic.
You know, we talk about multiple streams of income. So here you might have a couple of different businesses, all with your EIN number, right? With the
Exactly.
right,
With their
we
own
can't
EIN
share
number.
we can't share the EIN number across the board with all these different enterprises.
Exactly.
So we want to show you how to do this the right way and bring in experts who could talk about business and educate you. And Chase is going to be doing a great segment on
Yeah,
how to
I'm
recover
excited
from
about
your
that.
holiday spending. Oh my
Mm.
God. How do you plan for 2024? What kinds of things do you need to look at doing? So Chase is going to be doing that.
I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to that. I know Chase is a big brand, and especially
Mm-hmm.
when all of these banks that are closing down that we're hearing about now, to be working with an organization that has some stability,
Yes.
and has a large name of branding for itself. So we're
Yeah,
ecstatic,
we're ecstatic
ecstatic about
about
that.
that, and then for them to be in the heart of the Harlem community
Hmm.
and looking to help different businesses definitely grow and plan the way they should, get capital.
Yeah.
How do you get the right way to go about making sure your credit is doing the right things,
Hmm.
that you're doing the right things with your credit, all of that, so that you could qualify for credit cards and capital and all that to be able to run your business. And Chase has been really good about having all of these educational components. I graduated from a Chase University where I learned about, what was I doing with my credit, the
Mm.
right way to have my
Your
bank
credit,
accounts. Yes,
your credit, or
yes.
your business credit?
Yeah, the business
Oh,
credit, the
okay.
business credit. But here's the scary thing. When you have a business, depending on, and this, we don't want to get too technical right
Hmm.
now, but when you have a business and you want to go after business credit cards, they are asking you to give a personal
Personal.
guarantee. So
Hmm.
guess what? It
Your
is your
credit.
credit. Ugh. So it's like your credit and your business credit, and then at some point you can segue over to just your
The business
business
credit.
credit. But in the beginning, it
Both.
is your it is your
It is
it's
both.
your
It is both.
credit. Yeah, I
Um,
learned that too the hard way. So that's definitely something to keep in mind as well. And
mhm.
so we should talk about the evening
The other things that are
VIP, the
happening for
business.
the
Yes, let's
VIPs.
talk about
Ooh.
that.
So we have some vendors that are going to
Yes.
be there. That are going to be presenting a lot of their wares, and we have.
Hmm.
You can talk a little bit about some of our vendors that we have on
Yes.
board so
Yes.
far.
Hmm.
We will have some beverages
Yes. Beverages.
that'll be
Yes.
shared for the adults in mind.
Yes. Yes.
We'll also have some performers. So we have some artists that'll be coming out and serenading us with some
Hmm.
amazing songs, some spoken word.
Hmm.
We have some dance
Yep.
groups.
Dance
So like
groups.
it
Yep.
is not your typical pop-up event.
Right.
This is
Right.
really a celebration of Kwanzaa, where we will be talking about the history of what Kwanzaa means and why
Yes.
that is even important, and
Hmm.
especially in our community. And what we've infused that with all of the things that we enjoy, which is
Hmm.
entertainment, education,
Yes.
and empowerment, all in one space.
Yeah, yeah. So it's so great. We have one of our vendors is Edward Gordon from the Music Conservatory based in Brooklyn, and
Mm.
he's wonderful. Him and his daughter, she has a business. She does Five Links, and she does a lot of business services. So she's going to have a booth as well. So it's going to be cool to have a father daughter team kind of out there doing different
Family
types of businesses. We
legacies.
love that. Family legacy. I love that. I love the idea of that. And we
Hmm.
want to have some children's events,
Yeah, we are
children
gonna have some kid
activities. And
activities.
so, parents, bring your kids out to this
Indeed,
event. We want to educate them about what Kwanzaa is. And,
indeed.
Kwanzaa, all the principles are important. Friday, December 29th is Ujama, which is cooperative economics. So that is what we're going to be focusing on at this event. And it's going to be a great networking
It
opportunity.
is. It could be
So,
some
yeah,
big wigs in the
yep,
building.
that's right. That's
But we
right.
can't share all that information. All of that tea you just chat. We gotta
Yes, you
come
got to come.
to see.
Come to the event. You'll
We gotta
love
leave
it.
something in the kitty to,
Hmm.
some surprise, and we'll have some surprises, some gift bags that we'll be giving to people who come and who attend. So,
Yes.
we will share on our channel, our site. So please
Hmm.
go to.
Yeah.
We encourage you to register,
Yes.
to
Please
go.
register.
It is free for the panel for the earlier part, but for the
Hmm.
evening time, we will have some beverages, some light
Hmm.
appetizers.
Yeah.
That will be a
Yeah.
small fee.
Small fee of
Um,
$30. That's going to be our VIP. That's
Experience.
and it's going to be a great experience. So definitely come for that. Just in case you can't come for the whole event, you want to come for the evening VIP. That's just going to be nice. It's going to be nice. You'll be serenaded and have cocktails and everything. So it'll be really nice. So there's that part, and then the earlier part. That's when we're going to have a lot of the educational sessions, the networking. We yeah, we might have to see how we could spread out the performances. Maybe some of the children's activities might be early. We're trying to get the whole thing, kind of laid out, but it's going to be really good.
Most
So
definitely.
you definitely want to be part of it on lightofgoldpr.com and Juneteenth NY as
Why?
well. We're linked to each other as well. You'll be able to register for the event. You'll be able to also register to be a vendor. We still have some vendor opportunities, so please, for the
Yes.
vendor opportunities, please go ahead and consider registering for becoming a vendor, because I think what's so great about what we do, Athenia, that we don't want you to sleep on is we both have some strong networks. We
Indeed.
have strong networks, so
Indeed.
partnering with us gives you exposure
Mm-hmm.
that you might not get anywhere else. And I think what the other thing that's so great about working with us is we have that kind of awareness and understanding of what a vendor needs to get exposure.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a vendor at an event. You've been a vendor at an event. So
Definitely.
we've had those not so great experiences. And
Exactly.
so we don't want you to have that kind of
No.
experience. We want to
Mm-mm.
make sure you're an integral part of the experience, that you get a chance to speak about what your brand is and be at the table. So we integrate that into our whole run of show, our
Yeah.
whole agenda, so that our vendors and partners and sponsors get some awareness at the event. And you probably experienced this too, Athenia. Have you ever felt like just window dressing at some of these some of these events? It's like you just like there,
Yeah.
And so we don't want you to have that kind of experience. We want you to feel like you're a part of the whole experience as
Indeed,
well.
indeed,
Hmm.
indeed. I
Yeah.
think that is very important. I was actually doing a info session last night, and with some vendors, and one of the things that I shared is my experience. I remember going to my first vending event, and I was doing Mary Kay, and I was totally not a makeup person, but now I am.
Hmm.
And we set up the table. We did all of this. We bought. I had a blazer. I had my whole setup. Did my makeup. Had my table set up, and I think 5 people walked through the door
Hmm.
for the entire day,
Yeah.
and I think we were there for like 10 hours, like
Oh,
something like that. So
wow.
it was
10
a. So
hours.
I was there. My husband was there.
Hmm.
I had additional like a staff person, so I had to pay
Hmm.
them.
Yep.
I had to
Yep.
make sure we all ate food. So I spent so much money
Yeah.
at this event, and I didn't make a dollar.
Right.
I got 5 names, and I
Hmm.
will say this: it is how you go into vending events is not just about making money at that day at that
Hmm.
time, but also how are you looking to go beyond that moment
Yes.
to continue to keep people. And I will say that those 5 people are still customers to me
Wow, that's
to this
huge.
day,
That's
and that was
amazing.
over 15 years
That's
ago,
amazing.
that I did that. And
Yeah.
so in both spaces,
Hmm.
how to use every opportunity to your best, um, how to use every opportunity
Yeah.
to get the
Yeah.
best out of it
Yeah.
is always what I'm saying. So I
Hmm.
did, and I built relationships. I
Yeah.
set up meetings with them. I did what they call them, showcases at their houses, and they brought
Hmm.
friends. So it
That's
was great to
huge.
just be able to get their contact
Yeah.
information and
Yeah.
to get to know them. So the intimacy did work as well.
Right.
But that is,
That's
you
great.
know, always, that's not never our goal. We're always
Yeah.
trying to see how we can include you in the conversation so that we are promoting and giving you the biggest bang for your buck.
Right, right. So the promotions leading up to the event, there's that part, but then there's also the event itself. And again, look at this as an opportunity to have built relationships because, I definitely that resonates with me because I've been at events where I built so many great relationships, but it didn't have a lot of people there, and that just goes to show it's more about quality than quantity.
Quantity,
It's
yes.
just one of those situations. It was quality, but it wasn't quantity. And sometimes we look at, oh my God, there's not enough people here. I'm not going to make any money. But then you meet that one person at the event who is from a corporation that now can maybe buy a lot of your products and bring it into their company and share it with the employees. And so you never know.
No, yeah.
You never know. So always be open to that,
Totally
be
agree.
open to it, and I've already had that happen to me between with Go Wellness Circle. We do a lot of programming around wellness, and we also provide vending opportunities there. And we've had people tell us, "Wow, we met a lot of quality people, but sometimes it was a smaller amount of people who they built these fantastic
Toxic relationships,
relationships
yeah.
with, and it just ended up going on, and they were able to really, really make their brands bigger just from meeting just a handful of people, but they were the right people. And so that's just always something to keep in mind from a marketing perspective. So, as we close, we just want to make sure that you stay in touch with us. We'll be on live again.
Yes.
Check our social media at Light of Gold PR
And at Juneteenth
and
NY.
Juneteenth NY. Check, you'll see a lot of the updates. You'll start seeing some updated flyers because now we want you to see and have awareness about the entertainment, the showcases, the
Yeah.
business showcases. And this is such a great event where it's art, business meets culture. It's a couple of
That's a good way
different
to put
things
it. Yeah.
happening at the same time. And that's one of the reasons why you want to be there. You want to participate in this event. Whether you come as an attendee, whether you want to become a sponsor or partner, whether you're a vendor, however you come or a speaker, it's going to be a good event for you to be part of. So definitely want you to keep in mind. So that being said, we're going to say take care. Thanks for
long.
joining us
Thank
so long.
you. This
And we'll
was great.
see you soon. It was really good. So
Indeed it
we'll
was.
see you soon. You take care.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.